springtime. So, fun thing. Apparently, the US Senate is considering a bill to actually do something useful for a change because, frankly, the legislatures don't do useful things. Not at all. They should really go home half the time and listen to people instead of hobnobbing in Washington. They're pretty useless, but they're considering doing a useful thing, and that is standardizing our time so that we don't have this stupid flip flop. Apparently, there are 30 states that want it to stay the same, but some of them are like, well, but if my friends won't do it, then I won't do it, which is really stupid. But that's what they're saying, so they're debating this. Why it's up for debate is exactly why they need to go home more often and actually listen to people. But they're trying to decide, should it be set at the daylight savings time or standard time? And this is like a huge debate that could stop the whole show, which is really stupid. We had someone today, though, ask us, so as farmers, which is better? I have to tell you, I told you before, in health practices in the Ayurveda, say, look to nature. What is nature doing? That's what you should do. Look at our farm animals. Honestly, do they care? Do they know? Time, and this is a thing to wrap your head around, time is a very human-made, subjective thing. Even though the seconds tick by, tick, 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 we experience time very subjectively. I mean, it's the difference between how you experience time when you're having coffee with friends or sharing a meal versus sitting in the waiting room at the doctor's. It's entirely different. Your experience of time, even, though it goes objectively, it's a very human thing. Nature doesn't do minutes and seconds. Nature does seasons. Nature does times. Nature understands cycles. Harder winters and easier winters and drier summers and wetter summers. Nature understands all those things. Nature doesn't really give two figs if we're on daylight savings time or standard time. It's really a moot point. The pigs don't have watches. They don't care. So, which is better? They're both good. Just pick one and stay on it. This messes with our health in a lot of ways. I'm going to be leading a little bit different. I do it different every time. But the detox this spring, we're going to do it more in segments. And one of the segments is bringing your routine into rhythm so that you're in, yeah, exactly. And it's a Pavlov kind of thing, which bringing your daily activities into a rhythm so that your body can do a daily detox. It's set up so that you detox every day. You still need to do your seasonal ones because season things accumulate, and you need to help condition your system from one season to the next. So you don't carry the hot and dry of summer into the cold and dry of, because that dries out your digestive system, leading to all sorts of gas and constipation, dry skin, dry hair, compromised immune system. Whereas when you do a changeover and you shed that excess heat, then you're in condition to go into winter in a healthy way. In the same way, we accumulate sludge through the winter, and we need to shed the sluggishness of winter into the wet, moist heat of summer. You got to help your body do that. But it's much easier and you have a better chance, even if you don't have the time or the practice of a seasonal detox. If you can do a daily detox, you're okay. And that has to do with sunrise and sunset. Those are incredible for setting your internal clock. When you eat, helps because your internal clock is running any which way. When you eat, uh, makes a difference in whether or not your body can really assimilate and use your food well. When you sleep, makes a huge when you wake up, makes a huge difference. If you can wake up in the brighter, more mobile energy of the morning around sunrise, which right now is pretty easy, or before sunrise, you're going to have more energy all day. That means that you need to go to bed on time. Right about 10 o'clock-ish, your body naturally wants to be in bed and start going into a deep clean cycle. Think about the point when you hit your second wind. That's when that cycle's kicking in. It's a hot, fiery cycle because it's incinerating all the junk in your system. That's its job. And then you have this time. And if you wake up about 2 or 3 in the morning and you know how your brain's just all over about random things, that's that energy. But it's an energy of motion and space. So it cools your system back down and moves all that junk to the waste management area, which, like Inga said, wake up, get it moving, drink a glass of warm water, which acts as a flush to push everything out, and you're good to go for the day. But you're hitting a natural rhythm and a natural cycle that you can mark it by the clock, and it kind of helps. And as you pay attention and you notice as it changes through the seasons, it has more to do with the sun than it does the clock. Get up before sunrise or at sunrise. See the red light rays. That's the golden thing about the sunrise, but that's the huge value is those UV red frequency light waves that turns your mitochondria on, gets the energy system up and moving, and gets you going for the day. Eat your biggest meal at the midpoint in the day. If you got to mark it on the clock, it's somewhere between 10 and 2. But, eat your big meal during the day. And then towards the evening, you can feel your body slowing down. Just a little bit of food, slow down, relax through your evening. It'll feel very natural once you get used to doing it. And then go to bed. If you got to mark the clock, do it at 10. Otherwise, go to bed when you're tired. Isn't that a revolutionary idea? As moms, sometimes we can't. You got a toddler that got that stinking afternoon nap, and now they're wired for sound. But this is a phase. It's a time. As a practice, life practice, go to bed at night when you're tired. When you start paying attention to that, you'll notice how early it is. But that's your body asking for what it needs. When you do these things and you're in rhythm, your body will naturally detox every day, and get rid of it. But we live life and it's not perfect. And so at the junctures of the seasons is our opportunity to clean it all out and get reset. So you're in good shape to go into the next season. So message me. Most of you know how to get hold of me, or drop a comment either in the comments and I'll get a link to you to join that. I haven't made it yet because I'm remaking this whole experience. And I haven't done it this way before. And, if you really want to do a deep scientific kind of dive, I can send you to a couple people that I know and trust and have worked with before, and they're really, really good. But, if you just want to experience a changeover in the season, changeover in your body that's simple, doable, not stressful, that you don't have to spend a lot of money on. I'm not selling you any kits because nature has provided everything around that we need. And if we just go with the juncture of the seasons, it's fine. And it doesn't matter if we're on daylight saving time or standard time. Just stay on a time. Pick one and stick with it. But the rhythm is what really matters, the rhythm of things.